Okay, so before I get to the topic of today's video, and if this confuses any of you, I'm sorry, I don't mean it to, but someone wanted me to do this, and I asked politely, so I figured, why not? So, I want to give a shout out to one of my special friends, Anthony, or Chino, as we call him. Why he wanted me to do this? To confuse you guys, I guess. I don't know, but now that that's done, Chino, if you're watching, I hope all is well, and you're welcome.
Also, the topic of today's video was requested by one of my friends. So to one of my friends, if you're watching this video, you are welcome. And if any of you guys have any kind of requests or topics that you want me to talk about in any other video, just contact me and let me know. Alright, let's get back on track.
What's love at a distance? Well, let's break it down. What is love? If you ask me, love is supposed to mean when you make another person happy, right? You make them happy because you love them. You love them, so you're going to make them happy. You're going to let them know. You're going to always remind them by showing them, by treating them the way that they're supposed to be treated. That's what love is supposed to mean, right? But what exactly is love when, there's distance in the way? Can it work out? Will it ever work out? Does it cause a problem? Is it more difficult? What's the deal? Well, let's break it down. If you ask me, I think that anything in the history of anything at all can work as long as you have two things. The person or people that said that they were gonna make it work, and for them to actually do it. You have those two things, pretty much anything is possible. Now, I understand that a long distance relationship is a little bit more difficult because you can't fully come in contact with the person that you want to meet up and stuff, but that shouldn't change your outlook at all. If you worry about this little thing called distance in between you and the person that you love, that's going to cause some problem. Don't focus on the fact that you guys are not together at the moment. Focus on yourselves. In a long distance relationship, if you guys are not together right now, what you could do is build up yourself. Make yourself better. Improve yourself. Evolve. Be the best you can be and all that stuff. So that way, when you guys do meet up, you guys can make something wonderful and beautiful with whatever you guys want to do. Just because that you guys are not together right now, does that mean that you guys will never meet up eventually? You just have to prepare yourselves for it. And if you guys really love each other, you'll find a way to let each other know. Now, loving somebody from that far away or just loving somebody in general, it's not one of the most easiest things ever. But it doesn't have to be the most hardest thing in your life. It all depends on you. It all depends on whether you want to make it work. And if you guys are going to make it work, you're gonna come to an understanding and stuff like that. Everybody will have a much easier time in the world if instead of worrying about stuff that's irrelevant and all this other stuff, you come to an understanding. Don't hate each other, don't judge each other, don't fight each other, don't do anything like that. Come to an understanding. When you do that, anything is pretty much possible. And anything that you guys are trying to accomplish, you'll get there and it will be done. You guys will get things done if you come to an understanding. Don't worry about the outside things. Worry about what happens on the inside. Worry about what comes out from the inside. You do that, your relationship, long distance relationship, any kind of relationship, any kind of bond that you guys have, it'll stay strong and it'll last for light years. But only settle with the people that are actually going to do this with you. Only do this with the people that say it and are actually going to show it. Because it's one thing to say I love you 100% of the time, but if you don't show it 100% of the time as well, that's a problem. That pretty much means that you're not backing up all the things that you were talking about. And if you're not able to do that, then it might be best for you to just not talk at all. Whatever you say you're gonna do, go do it. Whatever you say that you're about, be about it. Whatever you say that you were gonna do, go do it. If not, then don't say it. Don't say that you will do it. And if that's the case, if you keep doing that, then just don't say anything at all. Now, if you keep all these things in mind, you're good. I'd say you guys are pretty good. Anybody that does that is pretty much either a fake person or a weak person. Do not settle with any of those kinds of people, ever. Your life will be easier if you don't depend on them for anything at all, okay? Alright, I'm out.